Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Sippin on Truth.
Yes, Sipping on Truth. This is our 4th episode.
I know, my God, time flies.
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And time flies when you don't have no time.
I know, I've been super busy, sleep deprived, and super busy.
Yeah, I've been super busy with work and filming.
I know, you've been just busy on the go, which is not bad, which is actually good.
Yeah,
You know?
and I've been trying to include like my date night in and stuff like that.
Yeah. See, we got kids, got babies and toddlers and dogs, and
Yeah, and I'm about to give my dog away, okay?
which is a whole different story. Anyways, let's get into our juicy topic we have today, which is...
So, how do you feel? How do y'all feel too? How do you feel about polygamous relationships?
That's a no for me.
Okay, elaborate.
Because, yes, I'm going to elaborate. I am the type of person that don't like to share, period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very territorial. I get over dominant. I'm basically psycho. Let's just put it out there. I am pretty psycho when it comes to things that are not considered mine, because they're not materialistic
Right.
things, but that are considered, like, for instance, like my husband. There's no way I could see myself like sharing him with another woman, or per se, I don't even think he would be okay with the idea of having another man that's going to share with me.
Right.
And there's just a lot of things that come into it. It's more of like, right now we're juggling with like time to spend with each other, especially we got kids, and then we're going to bring another person into the mix. Like, how does that work? Is that gonna like take time away from me because he's gonna spend time with other person?
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of things and a lot of time. It just makes my head hurt.
Right. It'll make you very selfish, It'll kind of really alter your whole identity and your whole like person, like who you
Exactly.
are. I mean, it's a huge no for
Yeah.
me. Never, no. I think about emotions, I think about
Yes.
feelings. Also, I don't want to share. I'm not going to share, and I don't like sharing. I don't care what it is. I'm not sharing my man. I'm not sharing my time. I'm not sharing my dates. I'm not sharing any of that. So anyway, I think about the emotions. I think about it's a lot of stuff going around. I would think that, I would think there's competition,
There is. And also thinking about like finding the right partner, because you gotta think about like, okay, now you're adding another person in the mix, let alone it's hard enough for you and your loved one or husband or boyfriend, whatever,
Exactly.
to build a relationship, and y'all's build a relationship. Now you're trying to add another person to the mix. So how does that actually work? Because
No.
let's say, for instance, that partner, whoever we bring into the picture with, let's say, a husband and I, what if it doesn't work? What if there's no chemistry between she and I, but there's chemistry between her and him?
Exactly, and then that's a problem.
That's a
Then,
problem.
then I'll be like, well, what is the point of a polygamous relationship? And a lady has told me before that, and I hear this a lot, that polygamous relationships is the more the merrier. The more income, the better. So it's 3-income household or whatever the case. I can really make that on my own,
Yeah.
But they say the more the merrier, because it's the bigger picture that we want, a legacy, we want investments and things like that. Or a lady told me, oh, well, if you can't do polygamous, then you're just not secure with yourself.
Oh, wow.
Lady, that's for you. you can do that, but I won't.
Right? Like, it works for some people, but in my household, it does not work for me. I will cut a bitch.
And then people, they don't really care about their hygiene. They don't really keep up with themselves, and I don't want to deal
And then
with
just
all of
imagine
that.
like them living in your house. Like,
Yeah.
how's that gonna work? You live in their house and come live in our house, and their eating habits. Like, we're pescatarian. We don't eat meat.
I'm just not
And
gonna
it's just-
I'm not gonna like her just because she's here and you like her and she like you.
I know. I was gonna say we start fighting. I'm telling you, I'm gonna stab somebody, Alex.
And I'm very much secure within myself, but you cannot have my man. You cannot come close to my man.
Amen. Okay, so this is Just making me riled up.
See, already
Riled up. Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right?
And so, and that brings me to like the next point. It's like, because a lot of that we see about polygamists and, other cultural things or whatever the case, we see it on social media. So it's like social media has been whatever trends.
The root of all evil.
Yeah. Like whatever has been like trending on social media, it's just been everybody just go with the bandwagon. They just adapt to it. They're just like, oh, okay, well, I saw this person on social media doing it, so it must be worth doing it or something like that, And so I feel like social media has had a huge impact on people's lives, whether it's for the good or for the worse. But I've primarily seen it, I've been seeing it for the worse. So what do you think about that?
I just, like, me and my social media, like, I barely have any, and now I'm kind of like getting out of like my hermit crab, and I just think that social media is the cause for everything, right? Because you really don't know what's the thought behind each person's lives whenever they put it on social media,
right? And
I feel like social media is this whole game where it's like, okay, I have more things than you, so I'm going to flaunt that. And the other person, like an average working person sees that. Right. And it makes him feel some type of way. I just don't like the emotions you get from social media itself. Obviously, you can use it to your advantage in terms of like if you have a a company,
right?
If you want a brand,
marketing yourself,
exactly, marketing yourself. But like I would not use social media as an outlet for myself, especially when it comes to like relationships
in privacy.
Exactly. Like I'm a very private person. Like I don't like to post in general. I don't post about my kids. I don't post about anything in general. If you see me post, it's like Christmas morning. That's how I don't post. I don't even look at social media. And it's not that I'm insecure. It's just that it's going to bring unnecessary negativity in your life, unnecessary drama, whether or not it impacts you or not, it's going to make you feel some type of way.
Right. And
I'm trying, to not have that negativity in me. So I just think that social media is definitely the root of all evil, for sure.
Yeah, and I can agree with that too. I can say that, well, for me, I do use social media for marketing, myself, and marketing my company and marketing who I am as an actress, things like that. I don't get on there and put my business on social media. I do believe in privacy, what you see is what you get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't believe in allowing people in my business or for them to feel like they have access to me or for them to feel like they know me.
Yes, that's so weird.
Yeah, because that's what people do. They take what they see on social media, whether they're really living that life or not. They take what they see on social media and then they're just like, oh, well, I know this about this person because it's what they saw.
Exactly.
But this person is probably really struggling behind that camera,
And just social media itself, it's like, with women in general, we see other women in social media and we already feel some cattiness in us. Whether that's, because we see them like, oh my God, body goals.
Right.
Or, oh my God, they're dating a celebrity that, we have a crush on. Like, whatever it is, like, social media just brings out the nastiness in us.
Yeah, and it can make you, like, if you're not aware and exposed to, different lifestyles and just know who you are and know what you want and what you have and what you got, then social media can make you feel small.
Definitely.
It can make you look at, like, everybody was posting for Valentine's Day. So I'm like, are y'all posting just to see who can do more than who?
Just to get a reaction.
Like, did you struggle to do this? You
Exactly. And also what I've seen is that social media causes a lot of friction within marriages and couples. Because one, it's within social media, it's like your partner, who are they following? Are they following half-naked women, liking half-naked women pictures? And that's a whole other issue, right?
Yeah.
And this, like, why are you liking that kind of stuff? So it just brings bad energy.
Yeah.
And also, like, for instance, I have nothing against people that post, but the people that do post, you're inviting people into what's going on within you and your husband or boyfriend.
In your household.
Exactly, your household. And if you say something around the lines where, I wish he would do this more, you're allowing a woman to reach out to him and be like, you know what, I'll do that for you. Or he doesn't have to do that for you.
Exactly.
You know, or he doesn't have to do it for me. I'll take the rest.
You're allowing a person to slide in where they can.
Exactly.
You know?
And just causing drama for no reason. And so I've always been a big believer of not telling your business on social media, because it just causes unnecessary attention and negativity. Exactly.
And I think that people use social media for like validation, you know?
Yes.
They're like, oh, well, our relationship is not real because you don't post me. Like, that shouldn't even be the reason your relationship is validated. I feel like if I do post my boyfriend or whatever, it's not oh, let me post my boyfriend so social media can see him and just so they can know and, you know, whatever. No, if I post it, it's gonna have to be randomly and, you know, not planned, or you know, it was like, we're having a great time, we're happy, we're having fun. I just kind of want to share this little snippet, you know, of my excitement or my happiness with you guys or whatever. And I feel like as far as privacy, you know, posting your mate and your lover or whatever, that really does open the door or a window for someone to come in your inbox and your DMs. And if what y'all have is not strong, then you'll end up believing what this person says. So it's like a whole lot of unnecessary jabber, you know?
Exactly.
So, but that leads me to say, with that social media mess or whatever, joint or passwords, would you share your password with your person? In
terms of like passwords, yes. I don't have an issue with my husband knowing my password, bank account, anything. I really doesn't matter. Same with him when it comes to passwords. If I want it, he'll give it to me. But typically it's just like, here you go, like his phone, versus me having to type in his password. He would just give me his phone, or I just take his phone, or vice versa. Yeah. And I think it's also depending on like trust issues, like trust wise, right? Because like typically, like if it's not so much feel like you don't trust him, but it's more of like, do you trust me enough to give me your password, so that are you not hiding anything if I want to check, or just, you know, curious, because I don't have any social media. So if I want to check like Instagram, you know, would you give it to me without any hesitation? Okay. And so far, you know, so far so good. I knows my password. I don't necessarily know his, but
well, for me, I don't mind having it, but I don't necessarily have to have it. Yeah. Only reason being is because I am a deep analytical thinker, and that's not really a good thing. And I'm trying to work on that, which I've gotten a lot better. But I feel like I could easily see something that is not. You know,
yeah, no, I'm the same way.
I can see it, and I done created a whole story in my head, and now I'm like, oh my god. Now I'm quiet, and now you like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like,
So, yes, I feel you.
You know, so what, you know, and now I'm serious, and he's like, oh, you didn't create this whole story. When in actuality, I didn't create the whole story. You know, and I do believe in a certain level of privacy. I do feel like privacy is that, and I mean, I feel like you'll never 100% know a person. So. Privacy is a thing for a reason. You know, if a person wants to hide something, they're going to go to the extent of whatever they need to do to hide it. So it may not be in their phones, you know, it may not be on their social medias. Whatever it is, I'm not going to stress myself out to find it or to figure it out. So it's like, if you want me to have it, that's cool. Am I going to ever use it? Probably not. You know, I do trust you. It is what it is. I do believe if you're doing something wrong, then it'll come to me.
For sure.
And I feel like if it is a female from social media that you're dating and you are dealing with her, if it's that deep enough for her to come in between us, she's gonna Photoshop something or bring me some real facts, you know, about what you're doing or whatever the case. So yeah, just borderline answer. It's not a huge
it's not a huge thing for sure. Obviously, you know. I mean, if you have it, you have it. But then again, you can always like look at his phone.
Right.
And the same thing's like look at his phone. You don't have to necessarily type it in. Just be like, babe, let me see your phone. If he's like no, then that's a whole other issue.
If you say no to me, you know what? I don't even want to see it because at this point I made up a whole other story in my head.
Yup. Same. Oh Lord. We're back from break.
Yes. Ooh, child, we have to have a drink, a sipping on truth cocktail, okay?
Listen, how are we starting off and we literally forgot about our drinks? That's
and we have these signature sipping on truth cocktails. Oh, goodness. So anyway, we have to have a drink on that so we can give y'all some more truth.
And you know what? I do want to elaborate a little bit more on social media. Now that, I got my drink, I can think clearly.
Well, drink up.
Oh, gosh. But, so as I said earlier, how I said that social media is the root of all evil. As I'm thinking about it now, social media can also be used for good, right? Because we have authors, we have, people out here that are trying to make the world a better place. And how they're doing that is by spreading the word, whether that's inspirational, whether it's motivational, posts within social media. And a good example is my sister-in-law and her beautiful family. They post about their relationship and they post about their kids, and just looking at their posts inspires you to do better, to be a better individual, whether that's, a better husband, a better wife, a better mother, a better father. If you follow them on social media, you can feel the love.
Yeah, you can feel the energy.
And a lot of people, don't have that.
Right.
And I feel like they are good examples of how you would want to be as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a father. And we lack that in this day of age, especially when people just want to expose what they have, whether that's a new car, whether that's money, whether that's jewelry, So I think with social media, you can definitely use it for good.
Yeah, and I think that just to piggyback off what you said, people when they do post or whatever, it's about I'm better than you or I'm better than that person. Nobody's better than me. And so I can definitely agree that social media is definitely can be used for good because, example me, I use my social media for inspiring purposes. Again, still marketing myself, but I think Facebook is a different platform. Instagram is a completely different platform. TikTok, that's a completely different platform, So Facebook is more so family, and it's more so where you can it's more openness. It's where you can see me and I can really type out my thoughts. So it's on Facebook, I am who I am. I'm inspirational as I am offline as well. I'm inspirational. I'm spreading the word of God, Jesus. When you come to my page, I definitely want you to feel my energy. I want you to feel my aura. I want you to feel who I am.
A glimpse of who you are.
A glimpse of who I am, the basis, of who I am. And like I said, I do use it for the good, and that's for family. Instagram is mainly because that's where a lot of the action is. Where I can post my pictures, my cute pictures that my family.
Trying to find her sugar daddy.
Well, no, of course not. But on Instagram, I can post my cute pictures. I can post on my story and my family and the church folks not following.
You can be a little more sexy.
Yeah, because I feel like Facebook is I post my son more so on Facebook. It's more family oriented for me. It's more where people can engage with me, more on Facebook with my posts, and then the comments I can reply back to people. They share it and things like that. It's more supportive on Facebook.
Yes, and for sure. That's that's so right. That's the vibe I also get with Facebook. It's more like a social group.
Yeah, and
a support group too.
Right, and it's with that, with all my social medias, I pick and choose who I want to follow. So I don't follow any of the blogging page. If I happen to see something on blog like Shade Room or Baller or anything like that, if I happen to see it, it's because somebody shared it on their story. But I pick and choose who I'm going to follow, just so whenever I do log on this here app, that I'm inspired by whatever pops up on my timeline, or I can laugh at something.
Exactly.
So you can really definitely utilize it for the good. It's all about how you're going to use it,
Yeah, for sure.
Using it for the better. But like I said, we have seen the worst and the bad, but it also has some greats to it. So yeah.
I think if I was on social media and posting shit, I'd be posting stupid shit.
You have an Instagram that has 0 posts, okay? And
and I'm saying if, right now. Well, that was back in the day. I felt so let me clarify. I joined Instagram years and years ago because it was more like a peer pressure kind of thing. All my friends had social media, so obviously it's okay, so I need to have social media. But then again, I'm not the type of person that exposes myself, whether that's in pictures or in emotions. I just don't. That's the reason why I don't post, and clearly enough, it was an epic fail. I haven't used it in years, but now that obviously I have kids, and now we're doing Sippin on Truth, I definitely want to be more active on there. But I feel like if I will not feel, but I know for a fact, like I wouldn't post anything that I'm not comfortable with. So if I were to post, it would definitely be motivational, inspirational, maybe about like motherhood, how difficult it is being a mom, and you know the judgments you get of being a mom or dressing a certain way, just in general.
I mean, it's all about what you want to put out. You know?
Exactly.
You don't want to put out any harmful content. You don't want to put out any content that's gonna down people. You know, make them feel bad. Because that's not who we are. You know.
Right.
Like
you want to uplift everybody.
Exactly. I like to uplift everybody. I like to encourage. I like to inspire.
And be stupid.
Like,
now I'm just saying dumb in a way, but in the sense where it's okay to be funny.
Yeah.
You know, I love being funny.
I mean, laughter is medicine.
Yes, like do stupid stuff that is embarrassing.
You're being yourself, you
exactly.
know? Because other people are living up to an image, you know, and they feel like they can't be themselves on social media. So it's like, oh, you gotta really kind of alter yourself behind this camera. No, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You're gonna laugh with me or you're not. You know, I'm gonna touch those who I'm gonna touch. You know. So just like with TikTok, I use TikTok for me and my son. If you follow me, then you see we are
plug.
We are there dancing a lot.
Go ahead.
I can't dance.
Tell them what your username is.
My username is the Alexandria Lewis, but we're on there dancing. I can't dance, but you know y'all gonna laugh with me and y'all gonna dance with me,
right?
So, yeah, like I said, social media can be definitely used for the good and for the fun and for the happiness. And I feel like my purpose is to like inspire and push people. I know a lot of people has been following me, especially on Facebook, since or know me from middle school and high school. So they're like, oh, okay, I'm proud of you. I see you doing big things, So it's like for me to inspire and use Facebook to reach people that I want to reach. That it's rewarding in my heart because I'm actually able to give people an idea or a different perspective and outlook on their life. That they can do it if I can do it, or
for sure
they didn't believe in themselves, but because I posted like a scripture or I posted something that can bring them closer.
And it just needs one simple post, right?
That can make somebody's day.
Exactly, because in today's life, you don't know what they're going through, as I said. But seeing your post could make them sway away from suicide. It could just be something like a quote from the Bible, or if you share your experience and they have the similar experience and they see the outcome, which you're succeeded.
Exactly.
And so I feel like it just goes both ways.
So yeah, it's about what you want to put out. You can make it good for you or you can make it bad. I mean, we're not exempt, so bad can come to us by being on there, and we can see this because people share, depending on people we're following, whatever, people will share it or whatever. But definitely it can be used for the good or the bad, and we can make it what we're gonna make it.
For sure. You know what I just thought about, which is so funny, because you know how I said if I was gonna post, it'd be some funny shit about my accent. Not even accent.
Oh my God.
Certain words, like for the life of me, y'all, I'm telling you.
No, let's take it back. What did you say when I said let's talk about polygamous, or what did you call it?
I don't know why, but what did I say?
You said polygamy.
I was breaking down the words. Polygamous?
So I think that's good. Like people will be able to laugh with you, being
your
goofy
exactly. Because I swear, I don't care anymore. I've just said, like, not even said, but like, I cannot say people's names. I say people's.
You can't whisper.
I can't whisper. I just, fuck it. It is what it is. I just laugh about it. It's so funny. It's so funny to me because I just cannot you know what? Itinerary.
Oh my God, no. No. Are you trying to say itinerary?
Yes.
No.
I cannot say that word for the life of me.
No.
Like, see, certain words like that, I'll say it and I die laughing. And it's
see,
so
it
funny
takes
to
me,
me.
the good friend that I am, just to tell you, friend, just text it. Let autocorrect do the
Or,
job.
you know what, not even that, like, just say a different word like plan. You know, like, instead of like, think of like today's agenda.
Okay, you can use substitution, synonyms,
Exactly.
acronyms.
But see, I just don't care.
Yeah, just go in there and be your goofy self, and everybody's they're either gonna roll with it and love it, or they're gonna unfollow.
Exactly. I don't care. They can talk shit about like what I say. It's fine with me.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna love it or they're gonna unfollow. And guess what? Those that unfollow, you're not supposed to be following me anyway. Okay, you don't need that type of access to me anyway.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But anyway, so that concludes our episode of Sippin' on Truth. If y'all got some wine at home or something, go ahead and go grab a glass and have some wine with us.
Yes, you know, I can't even talk. No, but as always, we appreciate the love, the support you guys give us. You know, we do this not just for the viewers, but we do this because for the love we have for each other, the comfortableness we have with each other. At the same time, like we're having fun.
Out, is comfortableness or is it comfortness? But anyway, keep going.
And you'll get to know I've been mixing words up, jumbling them up, combining words, making new words. Oh Lord. But as I was saying, we do this because we're having fun, you know, and I think that's the beauty of it all, right? Like there's no pressure between us. We understand that there's a million podcasts out there, but we appreciate you taking the time and listening to us. So thank you.
And also, before she forgets, yeah, we definitely thank you guys for watching us and tuning in. Yeah, give us some topics, give us some feedback on what you want to hear, elaborate on, or anything like that. But yeah, until next time, sip it on truth.